for the opportunity, and it's pleasure to join this webinars with you. So my name is Syed Farhan. Currently, I'm based in Oman, and I have around almost 17-year experience in IT, and almost 15 year in Middle East, and where I'm especially working in Dubai and Saudi and Oman. Initially, I started my career from Pakistan. So where I got opportunity to come across in different domain like shipping and aviation and IT services, and obviously going through progressive career path where I start my career related to software development and application architect, software development, then move to the project management and program management and portfolio. So currently I'm working in OSOS, which is an Oman-based company, and that's actually having the different type of product, which is mostly I would say the vendor side, and we have providing our own business solutions and different products in Middle East and different region. So there my role is like a senior project manager, and also you can say that managing the delivery portfolio for OSOS. So that's my short brief intro.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that, Farhan. And I already know that you have a wonderful professional career track. And of course, professionals like you can be a huge motivation for the others as well. So we are here to discuss specifically about your PfMP journeys because the participants who are present here, they are mainly they are either are students already or they are aspiring for their PfMP journey or the similar career track. So they would like to know that why did you go for PfMP? Because we know that there are only 1,300 professionals which are PfMP certified worldwide. So it should take it should be like a very wise reason to choose this this certification track. Why did you opt for it in the first place?
It's a good question, first of all, and reason behind that because I'm already managing the portfolio in OSOS as an full delivery portfolio, which is including different type of external projects and internal product related. So, and I already done the PMP and program management. So I was thinking that better, why don't should I do in a proper way to where I can utilize the best practices, because we are doing those practices, but not I would say more justifiable or more concrete way. So this give me a more knowledge first of all, and then second thing is where you have the have a credential, then you can be more confident. So that's the reason when I start thinking about that, so I just have to look those things and on a high level. Then I was putting my thinking to target to this year to be complete this certification. So one is interest. Second thing is when you are already PMP and program management, and definitely your future, which is you are moving toward where you are working with the senior management and the corporate strategy. So portfolio management is demanding there. So one is this, and second thing, obviously the need of the organizations. We are the company is now already having their strategy, and we need to be manage the portfolio. So for that one, we need this base where we can follow the practices as a start, and definitely this need to be tailored on later on. But to having a good start, you give it the confidence.
Wonderful. Yeah. So you are one of those people among the 200 professionals available worldwide, which are Triple-P certified as well. So you are PMP and you are PGMP and you are PfMP as well. So how do you see this as a benefit in your career, or how do you encourage others who are maybe PMP certified or maybe PMP or PGMP certified that they should be going for PfMP as well if they are on the right career track? How do you see that as a benefit in your own career?
See, definitely. See, when you start your, I would say, I would not say that I start project management from the beginning of my career. As I mentioned, that I was a little bit in a technical side more, and then moved to slowly toward the project management. So once you are the working purely on to the project management side, because there is a two side. Like you are the project manager, but your responsibility is not the project manager. You are mostly a technical manager, or you are doing some functional or operation related thing. But there is certain things touching to the project management. Once you become a pure project management, it means that is your career. So that's that perspective. If you are only thinking to be a PMP and you are not moving your career or excel further towards the program management and portfolio management, then you are limiting yourself. And this will be more give the confidence when you are going to be get more knowledge of what is the things which is in a more bigger picture. And most of the corporate organizations adopting these things. So you need that first of all the knowledge and skills to excel your career. Otherwise, you are very limited to the PMP itself. And you know, the nowadays in a market, PMP
Mhm.
is too many. And but the thing is, how you going to apply that knowledge? So this will be the like PGMP and portfolio management for me. The big means advantage in terms of getting more confidence, getting more knowledge, and same thing apply into your current environment where you are working, because that is the place which is give you the full platform where you have to be adopt these practices. Otherwise, you cannot be. I would say you should not be the proper project management or program management and portfolio management without this.
Mhm.
So that is a must for me to do it. And second thing, I will recommend to the people who are already PMP, they must go for this program management and portfolio management. Reason behind, if they think their self, because after some experience, might be they don't want to be work more technical, they move to their career slowly towards the project management. So they have to be go in that one. And I don't think that this much difficult, and but it will be make you more organized, and where you can work confidently.
Mhm. Yeah, when you are into these tracks, basically, when you start knowing
Yes,
the
Subha.
global best practices, you get to know the right way of doing things, and like the proper streamlining as well. That how should the project be going, and how should the program be going, and at the broader level, how should the portfolio be going. So yeah, this gives you more confidence in doing your own thing. Yeah, and so when people come to me or come to our organization for their PFMP or even PGMP and PMP as well, they are more concerned in knowing that how long it's going to take for them. Like it's going to take too much long for them, maybe an year or so, or they can do that in 3 months, or they can do that in 6 months. So that's a very usual, frequent question that we usually get. So, what is your perspective in that regard? Because you did your PFMP in around 3 months' time. So, how do you see this? Like when someone makes up their mind that, okay, this is something that we should be going for, uh, usually how long it should take on average or in an ideal condition?
See, first of all, I would say that first of all, when you are already have done the PMP, and if you compare to target for the PFMP, if you don't want to go directly program management because there is no dependency in each this. So even you are targeting PFMP, so PFMP is more,
Mhm.
I would say, lighter than the PMP, and but definitely the content is more higher level where you're going to use it. But it's more easy to get the knowledge, and then start understanding those things, and then same you can go for the exam as well. But this is all depend on the I would say the priorities, that how quickly you can do it, and based on your I would say the availability. Because as you are maybe you are already engaged in your corporate, and you are very busy, and second thing, you have your family engagements and your friend circles. So you have to be somewhere prioritize those things, but again, not like extensive focus the way we are doing in a PMP. So if you see, if I engage in a 3 months time, but I actually start my studies, I would say 1.5 months before my exam, because initially I'm getting a training from you. So I haven't gone through detailed things, because at that time I'm just attending the lecture. But after that, I would say almost 6 weeks overall for me to where I was really focused. And in the 6 weeks time, if I would say that in a week time, maybe I'm giving my 12 to 15 hours times in a whole week, 7 days. So maybe I'm giving more time on a weekend more. And weekdays is very difficult because you have your personal engagement, you have office workload, so you cannot give the quality time. So I was planning to be have my mostly the weekend, Friday, Saturday. Let's say you can give the enough time to your family, and then you can sit and focus. Definitely, there is a sacrifice you have to do.
Mhm.
So then you can focus. And as Tuba, you know that I'm in stay in Oman, so I'm alone here with my family. So you have to be manage your things based on your priorities, where you don't have support from any others. So be focused on that one. And when you are doing consistently your preparations and you are engaged in this one, so or there is no gap is coming, then you can going to be pass this preparation and certification in a very easy way. And one thing I did in that little different my past certification, because I took almost 5 days off, where I have some public holidays, and then I have just took for preparations, because Tuba is looking for me to be book the exam, and I would say that I will book the exam once I will be get confident. So what I did for that one, to give the answer to Tuba, because I will come to Tuba that how she is following on that. So I just did my preparation with the focus in that time, and then I was feeling that now I need 3 weeks or 4 weeks to do the remaining preparations to, and book the exam. So I that day booked the exam, and I think almost 6 week time, I would say. We are dedicatedly I was involved in my weekends, where I was not involved in my other engagement, which is taking more time. So I just little shortcuts, and then just give it enough time to my kids and my family and office workload. Even sometimes, you have to do office workload, even office hours sometimes. So I was just stopping, keep minimize things, and then balance the work. And I think if when you are focused, when you're doing your things prioritize, and you want to do it for yourself, so definitely this will be easy. There is no like that somebody is going to push you.
So
But
so
the
yeah.
blessing.
Yeah. So in a short, we can say that like 1 month with complete focus, and probably 1 week with full dedication. When you are not
Yes.
working and you are completely focusing on the exam, you can easily do that, because the very same way I did my PfMP as well. I did only uh, focus 1 complete month for the preparation, and I took off for a few days, maybe the 3 to 4 days before the exam, and I just did it like in just 1 month's time. Maybe I was studying around 1 to 2 hours weekdays, or maybe 3 to 4 hours on weekends, and that's it. Like not more than this is required for PfMP exam. This is enough to do. So in total, if you are studying for 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours in a week at max, you are that's more than that, with 4 weeks dedication, 4 to 5 weeks dedication. That's an average that anyone would require, in my opinion, as well. And I think the same is suggested by the Farhan as well, like that was his experience as well. Right. So those who are actively preparing for their PfMP, not more than this is required for the exam. So please, maybe that can be helpful for you. Right.
Second, Tuba, just quickly, that means everyone has their own learning skill, means curve, and then the way maybe some people cannot sit for a long hours, and somebody people just need to sit for 2 hours in a day. So they have to balance their things, and they know that what is the time needed, what I'm targeting for that one. So this is all based on the all priorities that is they have in their life, or they are focusing in a short period of time to focus on PfMP. So I would say it's very easy, and you will enjoy these preparations. And I like to, when I doing this preparation, I really enjoying than the other preparations which I did. I will tell you later on what is for me more interesting area to where I will start enjoying. Initially not, but after that.
Yeah. So yeah, let's move to the next topic, which is the other usual question coming from those who are either into the PfMP thing already, like they are getting trained for that, or they are preparing for that. That when you went for your exam, what was your overall experience? By that, we do not mean to like quote any specific question or any specific scenario from the exam. It's like just the overall experience, because usually people would like to know, especially those who are new to PMI, and PfMP is the first thing they are going for in the PMI track. So they want to know about the overall experience. How did you manage the time? How did you experience the exam overall? So if you want to shed some light on that.
Sure, Tuba. Tuba, see, first of all, before that, the preparation things that I was doing in my last week, which is very important for me to do focus on that one. So I was attempting the questions, which is you have already done, give it, I think I would say the top four, the mocks that you have given. So I was focusing on those one, and sometimes some answer are challenging to me. So I was not even, let's say there are some answers saying A, maybe until unless I will not be justify, I was not convincing on that answer, and I go back to the book, and then like same time I was not doing like time bound questions. I was just doing my questions maybe one by one, and then go back and then search, really searching into the book itself and the guide, that how this come to the conclusion, why this answer is A, why is not B. So I am challenging to those questions, and some questions, even if I'm not satisfied, still if I'm satisfied with my justification, I'm following that one. So if you still reach to on that level, we are you challenging yourself, whatever the mocks that you have, and you are not just blindly following those things. You have the strong justification. You have seen some references behind the scene. Only thing is you need to be just search it in a proper way, the keywords or the sentence, because sometimes there are something come directly, there are something not come directly. It is just a words. So you have to search those words, and then you look around the whole paragraph. You will find the answer, and when you are doing this keep repetition things, so you will having the knowledge of those things which is already explained to the guide. So this really give me the confidence, and in the exam also, I would say there are something which is we know that this is in the book and it is already mentioned in a book. You can easily answer those things if you have already gone through all those things. The way you have a small cheat sheet as well is there, and in that one like we have all input output and tools and techniques. So but still there is the area where you need to think more. The question will not come directly. Maybe they are asking about let's say talk about elicitation techniques. So there are many elicitation techniques. So in that case, they are asking directly the bottom level, and they are not giving the direct name there, but they are talking on a very high level. But they are talking about something which are where you need to little bit think. That is the second type of question which I feel mostly. And third level is why I would say the complexity, where I give the example. One of the questions, like
Yeah.
efficient frontier questions, was not mentioned into the governance. Okay, and they put the question like, how you going to be like map this efficient frontier in the governance model. So if you have gone through this book again and again, when you're adopting the question, you're going back and checking, going back and again, same reference you can come see in different locations. Maybe sometime you same reference you found into the RICS, some reference you found in the governance, same reference you found into the strategy. So, but this will going to connect you with the solid information where you can start mapping things. So that is a complicated question will come where you need to analyze and then give the answer. So I would give the exact that the efficient frontier is like where you're doing the balancing, and balancing, you know that in a governance model already there is a two areas are there, so you can easily reach to that level. But this thinking will come when you read the book 2 3 times. I'm not say you read the book in a sequential way. You read the book when you go to the questions, when you're not able to solve the question, you are not satisfied, you go back and read that one. So repetition things actually give you allow to keep your knowledge up to date, and always on your head, because it is not going to be old, because you are not memorizing, you are keep repeating. So that was the thing which is I see in all questions. And when I was initially start my I plan to be like target in a 1 hour 50 questions. In my first hour I was taking more time, because that's one of my weakness. I'm taking more time to read. So I was reading thorough questions and then adopting. So I was little behind in that one. So in a second hour time, when the question are a little bit more, I would say the lengthy or little bit, I would say the
I think, Farhan, you are breaking up a little bit. Are you still there?
Tuba, I think I was maybe disconnected. I'm not sure
No,
from
no,
where I
no.
left.
Now we can hear you. Yeah, you
Are
can
you able to
continue.
hear me, Tuba?
Yeah, yes, yes. Now you can continue. Yeah.
Okay, so for initial hours I was little behind, and I was targeting for the almost 50 questions, and but I was not able to finish. I think I was covering around 35 to 40 questions, so I was behind. So and what I feel that I was more focusing on reading and then analyzing and then giving the answers. So second half, then when I start going to, I was some question I was reading like last 2 3 lines, and then go for the options, and then come back to see whether my answer is correct or not. If not, then I was reading the whole questions again. So there I saved some time. And then second phase, I was not feeling that much complex question or lengthy questions. but at the end also I get some lengthy question. Even I have to scroll, like that question will come as well. And so I'm able to finish the all the questions almost 20 minutes before, where I got a time to review. And usually this is a practice which I usually, when I say that, when I mark the question with my first thinking, I usually don't change the answer. But when I got review things, so I change almost 10 to 15 question later on, because I got the time to think more, and I try to apply the knowledge which is bit complex questions, which is not directly answered from the, I would say, the guide. You have to put your thinking. So I did those changes. Usually people don't recommend to whatever you did first, you remain there first, but I change on those things. But I was feeling that overall exam is not that much complex if you are well prepared. If you are not only focusing on questions and whatever the answer come in a mocks, you are putting your thinking, your analysis on the questions, and you are very well read the book.
Mhm.
And the first the material things which is help obviously to for that exam.
But Farhan, there is one very frequent thing that I keep on hearing from the students and from the prospective students as well. And maybe someone may ask that question from the audience as well. That usually when we provide mocks to our students for practice, they start considering it in a manner that probably some of the questions from the mocks would be coming directly like from the mocks, or maybe similar to that would come in the exam, or maybe they would ask that which mock you found like more similar or more near to the real exam. So I would like to make that comment over here, and I would like you to comment on that as well, that mocks are for your practice and for to help you start thinking that with that critical mindset that exam demands. Mock is not for like it's to help you like getting the same or similar questions in the exam. Maybe you can find something similar in the exam as well, but that is not a guarantee, and that is not really the mocks are for. Mocks are for to help you prepare for the exam. That's it. So what would you like to say about that when you prepare your mocks, the mocks that I refer to you for preparation? How like how did you find them near to your real exam? Did you find anything over there in the exam?
Tuba, I think your exam, and there is a green book exam and PM30 exams. These are the mocks are there, which is I mostly focus and going through those. There are some questions which is close to that, not exactly. So maybe the options are similar coming, not the whole question itself elaborate. And but this will make close to the exam, because I would say when you are focusing on this all mocks, so this is one of the area of the exam. As I mentioned that if I divide the whole question in the three levels, as I mentioned that where they are asking direct questions, where are they are asking second level of question, where they are talking about from the book, but it is mentioned on to the little deeper. And third, it is your analytical things where you have to put more knowledge in that one. So first and second part is really help to you from this mocks, and it will give you the confidence as well. The way they ask the questions from different angle and come to the same things and keep repetition, and this make you keep things memorized. So this is help in term of to prepare, but not to focus on exactly the question will come. So never focus on this way, and that's why I'm saying that you have to be read the book thoroughly again and again with when you're attempting the questions. So mocks are give you the confidence, and yes, some of the part you can got similar things, but not exact.
But the concept is something that the mocks should be helping you with. Like this is why the
Really,
mocks are
really,
there. Yeah.
yes, that is covering you as a 360 in term of the content. And that is the mocks is always means giving you the full the guide knowledge
Yeah.
whatever already there in a standard. And there are some question definitely which is little bit come outside the context, or maybe it is somewhere you found into the PfMP, it is not relevant to the guide. yes, there are some question which is you can find into the mocks, but
But that
again,
would be covered in PCO,
you should
because
not
this
be.
because this is why we should be focusing on the exam content outline given by PMI, and not like on a single mock or on a single book, because this is how the curriculum of PMI is devised, that the exam content outline covers everything that you should be covering from multiple sources and materials, right? So we have one
Calculation
part.
question is the one. Calculation question, sorry, Tuba. Calculation question will come little bit. You know that very different question scheme which is not
Yeah.
there into the guide as well. Some are there, some are not there. So there you have to be a little bit. Maybe you have to see some other practices where the calculation question come, and almost I would say 8 to 10 questions almost
Yeah.
with there for the calculations.
Yeah, so we have Ishtiaq who probably wants to ask you something, Farhan. So yes, Ishtiaq, you may go ahead.
Thank you very much, Tuba, and Farhan, Assalamu alaikum, and congratulations on your achievement. I just wanted to ask,
Walaikum assalam. Thank you.
that what material did you study? Is that PMI standard book is enough to clarify these, standard exam like PTMP or PfMP? I'm already PMP certified, so I'm looking forward towards this, same track that you have been attained, mashallah, and I'm going for the PTMP and PfMP as well. So because for the PMP, it was enough. PM book was enough for me at least to clarify my concepts and all those kind of things. So is that for the PMP and PfMP, the PMI book is enough, or you also refer to the other study material? And if you can guide us to those material as well. And
See,
second,
yes, please, please.
Tuba asked the question about that mock test. Yes, I agree with you. Mock tests are there just to clarify our conception there. But there are some mocks which are more close, whose language is more closer to the PMI. Like when I was doing the PMP mock test, I did a lot of mock tests, but the prep cast was more closer to the PMI language of the question. So what the mock, if you can guide us, which mock were more closer towards the PMI language, so it's more easy for us to choose that practice exam questions. These are my two questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks. So I will counter both of the question one by one. So I just follow the PM book and PFM standards and then eco. So I was focusing on going to the more detail in this book, and I just follow this only, and that is enough for that one. But calculation question, that definitely you have to see some other material where mostly the things will come related to NPV and the calculation question. Otherwise, rest of the things within a boundary. And regarding the exam, whatever the questions are there, even the language, whatever in the current mocks that we have from Tuba as well, PM30 or Green Book, and Tuba itself has mocks. So language almost similar to that one, and complexity level is similar in that. So even you are well prepared with this mocks, and even again I'm saying that if you're going to look for maybe other mocks, you might be because those mocks not giving a justification to you related this answer is right and what basis they are saying right, and so you have to be apply your own knowledge in that one. That's why I'm saying that when you get more confidence and you are challenging those answers, so you will easily reach to the correct answer. So here is the problem is that some of the mocks which I know with my friend as well, that they are saying that there is no justification first of all for the answer. Second thing is the answer is not satisfy you, so you cannot blindly follow those. I cannot say about other mocks, but whatever the mocks that I use it, which is this four mocks which is Tuba has provided for the preparations. So that make me enough. And second is I was mostly confident onto the PM book content itself, because all mock questions give me the confidence to see the PM book knowledge areas or testing our knowledge as a 360 within the book. But you have to connect some things. Some question will not come directly, as I mentioned that. But this is from the book where you have to apply a little knowledge in that one. You have to put your think process as well. Some question is not directly; it is indirecting, but from the book.
Yeah, so basically the standard that PMI has provided, that will give you the conceptual understanding, and that conceptual understanding, how you are going to connect to that would be something that you have to put time and energy on, that how you're going to connect things together. And for that, mocks can help, for that your own experience can help, and for that your observation about the others' experience can also help. That how to put all of that together, that PMI has quoted in the standard of portfolio management. Right. Right. So basically, moving forward, we have one more thing, Farhan, that usually comes to us like as a very, very concerning question from the people, that because of course you have been through that, but those who are new to this or those who are already into this, they must be aware that PfMP as well as the PGMP as well, they have a very comprehensive application approval process by PMI. And that's around the 40 to 50% of the credential itself, because it's a very, very comprehensive process at the PMI, that there are 2 levels of approval. And if your application goes into audit, then it can be even extensive. So how has your experience been in this regard?
Tuba, first of all, thanks to you again, the way you guide us on this one, and then you support to prepare this application. And yes, there is, I would say, the both side. First of all, from your side, effort, and second thing is whatever the data we can provide at best to you, and where we can start linking those things and drafting the application. This really helped me. And second thing is from PMI side, I think I got a approval within a week time. It will not take that much, because however my PGMP will maybe take almost 40 days, more than a month.
I remember
But
your
this time,
panel
yes,
was done in just 3 days time, if I remember that correctly. After the
yes,
first
something a
approval,
very short period of time is,
yeah.
yeah.
And usually
But I
PMI,
was feeling that Tuba,
yeah, please
yeah,
go.
but I was feeling that I was very confident onto the application, because the way the application was structured, and the way you make sense into the application. And even it's come to the audit, I feel that it's really onto the application. That's really helped me, and I would say that's what's my to join this your training. Because I don't want to put my effort and my time on this a lot to do myself everything. And really, what I want, I get the value.
So you were already pretty much sure that our services would be helping you, because when you came to me, you were already very confident. I don't know. I still don't know how did you get that confidence on my services. So would you like to share your experience regarding the training services and the exam preparation services, and the like overall experience that you got from on-time training and consultancy services for your PfMP preparation? How like I want to know, and the others probably would want to know as well, that how did you get that confidence with us? I still don't know, to be very honest with you.
Tuba, first of all, see, I was when I start thinking to do these things, so I was start already following on a LinkedIn to you for some time, and then I was seeing that how the things are going on and how the other people are getting the benefit from your services. So usually I was doing my own studies, so I first myself to satisfy. I was sorry. So, but this time I didn't get much time because of my engagement and the with the company and then family engagement. So I was not putting that efforts. So I thought to join with you because I was following and getting feedback from the social media, LinkedIn, definitely. So and when I join you, then when you are going to be had the training, and second thing, the material that you're sharing for the preparations, and whatever things, which is really, I feel that what I was looking for a short period of time, I get all those things. And only thing is we have to put our efforts and timely follow all those things. And really what you want is like a one-stop shop, and don't need to worry about anything. Just follow the plan, listen to your mentor, and then focus on that one. And the material, Tuba, the thing is, first of all, the detailed presentation that you have, and you're discussing in a very detail. And when it's come to where you put very important slides to just have a quick review, and the cheat sheet that is you have, where is the input and output, and all these are very important inputs. is there are some question from inputs, there are some question from the tool and techniques, there are some question from the output as well, and that is must. I would say this sheet we should have all the time with us, where we no need to be lose our, like, I would not
Agreed.
say rectification, I would say do your repetition. Just keep, just to glance every day one time. You will be, that is there, sit in your brain, and that's really give you the full structure of the exam. And most of the question come from that sheet itself. So if you go through the detail of this each and then start linking, let's say I'm giving an example, when we are talking about the capability analysis, it is come 4 areas in different processes. Then you need to know, when you're talking about first area, exactly this capability and capacity answer question will come. It is from the first process, second process, third process, which one? So this will give you a lot of challenge. But when you are keep repeating these things, you will keep involved in these things, you're getting more confidence. And I would say it's very easy. When personally, I was really confident with this, because I was keep repeating these things, and then I keep reading from the books, and I start connecting the things. Because initially when I starting the question attempting, so one like this question will come when they ask capability and capability analysis in which process. Oh, so we are thinking, okay, this is the way the question will come. They are not like just to memorize those things. No, you need to think inside detail of this one. Like even you see the cost benefit analysis, it's not, it is mentioned in only one place, but it is mentioned in 3 places. And each area is different way to analyze, and not you can apply the same concept. So every place is their own meanings, is their own way to use. So you have to go on that detail. So
So it's
if
the
you are
critical
involved, if
thinking
you are
that,
under,
yeah, it's a critical thinking that you need to
yes,
put in to understand that and to rightly apply that in your professional jobs and career as well. Right. So have you started applying those learnings that you have got from PfMP in your job and in your organization as well?
yes, Subha, this is first of all, see, we are doing something already in the current organization, but I would say not the way we have studying the things into the more, I would say, structured way. So we are doing with the same thing, but there is no name is there. So we know that now, okay, this is now we are doing, okay, that is the process actually. Let's say again, if I talk to you, quantitative analysis, qualitative analysis, or capability analysis, or resource balancing, or balancing your all strategy things. So you are doing something somewhere, but not exactly the way the standard is already explained to you, where you can go in a more easy way. No need to do the things in a very random way. You can go follow your process, go step by step. You finish one process, maybe you can move to the other process, because each process sometimes give you a little high level detail. Then second process maybe let you do more detailed things, rather you jumping to any process in a very detail. So now currently when I even talk to in my organization, so there is some references there. So that make me more confidence when I'm talking to you and I'm talking to the team in the organization. And so, and now we are adopting currently this month, actually I'm involved to do the strategic prioritizations of my product roadmap. And we are sitting with the management. We thinking to plan for the short-term planning and long-term planning. So we are adopting, but now it is make me a more a more structured way, and doing the things with the more confidence, because you have some reference, you have some practices already. It's not like something you are come with something where people are not convinced with you. So people come to the common language. So you can start sharing the same. First of all, when I was doing this certification, so I was explaining to my management as well, this is what we are doing. This is the way the corporate organization having the strategy, and then they have this things. Because in my ex company, we have proper enterprise portfolio management office. So in the current company where we are, things are there, but not with this name. People are doing the jobs, but not exactly with the role. As I mentioned that I'm working as a like CMM project and delivery manager, but I'm managing the portfolio of the delivery and external projects, whatever we are doing into the organizations. So really enjoying those things when you know the knowledge, and when you talk something on that one, you are more confident, and people are convinced with this because there is a reference behind this. So this always support to you. First of all, the knowledge. Second thing is the certification, which is there with you, which is actually certified for the knowledge that you have gained from there. Definitely, if you have done the certification, doesn't mean that you apply the knowledge as well. Apply knowledge will come once you start gaining the knowledge. And that is the challenge will come where you start utilizing those knowledge into the practical things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and one thing that I personally want to know, based on your experience, and probably those who are aspiring for that would also want to know, because someone with PfMP tech and apply, working as a portfolio manager or maybe in the related capacity, and someone working in the related capacity but without PfMP tech, how does the professional market treat these two individuals separately? Like, how do you see that after becoming PfMP certified? How did you feel that there was a boost in your confidence, and there was an improvement in your own way of working, in your team's working, in your own reputation in the organization, in your reputation as a professional in the market? What difference do you see? Because this is like a very usual question, that why do we go for PfMP in the first place when we are already doing something similar in the organization? How is the PfMP going to benefit us with this tech? So what would you like to say? Because there are many people like in this group who is listening to you. They are aspirants, actually. Most of them are aspirants for PfMP. They are already working in the portfolio management capacity. So would you like to explain that in your own word? Because coming from you is going to be like more effective for them.
see, Tuba, definitely see, as I mentioned, that somehow, somewhere we are doing something related to, even if you talk about like project management or program management, and same come to the apply to the portfolio management. In the organizations they are doing, but not into the manner, the way the standard and practices are giving you a lot of background to do anything in the detail. So if you gone through the knowledge of the portfolio management, the way the PMI set the standard, and then you go for the certification as well. So when, as I mentioned, that when you are there in the organizations with the knowledge and with the certifications, definitely the people when they are having the discussion with you, so they realize that yes, there is some thought process, there is some knowledge behind this, and there is an credibility is there with the certifications. So people listen to you, and then people start following that in the discussion, in the steering committee meetings, whatever you have on a higher level. So things, I would say, make more sense because you have the background on that one. So this certification is supporting you a lot. So I feel that you are doing something, and you are applying your knowledge, and when you are doing with these things with some known frameworks, or the way the PMI set, and the certification. So this will support you a lot into the work environment, because the other people need to understand that when we are talking to something, there is always a reference, there is always a process. It's not like something we are doing something unique, that is already following. I don't say that I will not say that exactly we have to do everything whatever is mentioned, but we have to be adopt the things which is more suit to us, and then we can put in our organizations whatever is needed from the overall content they have it. So it is currently, it is helping me a lot in terms of, and giving me the confidence, the way we need to be drill down our all strategies or initiatives, and then do the transparency and follow the all the processes we are here doing, the prioritizations of your strategies, and then categorizing and evaluating things. So you are going with the process, not like you're going haphazard way, more qualitative. You are going more quantitative, where people get satisfied with you. The argument that you are putting in front of them is not by, it is not like something you are doing with your own. You are doing with some quantitative analysis. So some benefit definitely is there, and it is really supporting to you when you're doing with the knowledge and with the your certifications.
Yeah, and PMI is a name which is globally renowned. So everybody in this field at least knows about PMI, that they are the global standardization body, and they are like pretty renowned name in the market. So if you refer them while doing some practice in the organization, and they already know that you are certified with them, they will start listening to you. They will start giving credibility to whatever you are sharing with them. So this is actually the most effective impact that you can create while working
Second,
with. Yeah.
Tuba, if you allow, second, Tuba, first of all, one is your own satisfaction, right? When you're gaining the
Yeah.
knowledge and then you're doing the certification. But let's say if you're doing something already in organization, the portfolio management might be, if you see your profile on your LinkedIn, so maybe people need to read those things between the lines and try to get your expertise into the portfolio management. But when you have the certification already, people know by this known certification. Even I can see because I'm sitting in a Middle East region, and I can see there are jobs coming from Saudi. There are some jobs coming Dubai and Qatar and Oman itself, where the people start mentioning the portfolio management. And I'm not saying that just now they are mentioning. I can see in the last 2 3 years, I'm seeing this trend, and they are specifically mentioned only the portfolio management, PfMP, like this. So when they see in your CV, when they are searching your even the LinkedIn profile, so they know already you, but they need to know after that when they conducting the interviews, they're going to interact with you, then they're going to test your knowledge. But what is the first appearance is the certifications. So if you have that things in your so it is, I mean, it's not only the one thing that is giving you the advantage onto the work, it is also create a profile in the community, into the circle. People come to know by the names. No
It's
need to
going to
be
highlight
explain those
you.
things.
It's going to make you stand out among
Yes,
the crowd, right? So yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Farhan, for that. And the last thing, very briefly, in the interest of time, like just a very brief advice that you would like to give to the PFMP aspirants and those who are actively aspiring for that career, maybe the credential itself. The last word that you would like to give to them, and after that we will spend some time to answer the questions that we have got for you from the audience.
See, I would advise that the people, those already done the PMP. So, if you are not planning to go for the PGMP, because PGMP has upgraded version as well, and PFMP might be in near future going to be changed their edition. So, even you can do directly PFMP, and it's still good, because if you are already following the path of the project management, or you are already in a middle management or higher management, definitely portfolio management 100% going to support you, and you must go for the PFMP, and you can later go for the PGMP for the more knowledge, because PGMP currently, whatever the things are more, I would say more, the content wise is heavy as well, but it is really give you a confidence and really give the knowledge the PGMP having currently. And I would advise that anything first, the portfolio management, and then you can go for the PGMP. And even I would not recommend the people to go for PGMP first and PFMP. I would recommend people to go for PFMP, and then if they want to go for PGMP, because of the PMI following the standards at the moment. And there is a standard is there, a standard 3 and a standard 4 for the PFMP. But there are something you need to be unlearn, which is I was initially getting also not happy. That's why I was told to Tuba that. But when I start going in a detail of the PMP start, my interest is more created, because I'm getting the confidence, I'm getting the knowledge, I'm putting my analytical thinking in that one. So so I would highly recommend for that one. And second thing is, I think usually people also Tuba think that what is the benefit, like what is the ROI?
Yeah.
So when it's going to be recover? So I would say, in my perspective, Tuba, I already recovered. The way that I gained the knowledge and the way I got my certifications, even I would put certification on a second stage, the knowledge that I got it, the best practices I got it. I already got my ROI. I'm not saying that I'm already working. That's why I'm saying, even if this is the case, I definitely, because see, some students who are very new to this career, definitely they think about to have to put these things as a investment. But the people already who's experienced like more than 10 years, and they are going with the in the career, so they don't think about those things. First of all, it's not a cost, I would say, and it's really give you a lot of benefits, which is, I would say, qualitative again benefits, or intangible benefits, which is you cannot think, you don't know how the things come to you, how the things approach to you. Because if you have the knowledge, even you don't have the experience. Okay, I take another way, Tuba. Let's say I'm not doing the portfolio management, but if I have already done my PMP and if I have come across a very good level of knowledge when let's say come across in any interview, so I would say the 60% already I know in the interview. Maybe there is a scenarios that you come into the exam, and that give you the challenge, but it's based on your expertise, based on your knowledge, you can even challenge those things easily. But really, if you are doing the PFMP without any experience, but if you having the good knowledge of this framework overall, it's really a big confidence. Even you can apply for those jobs and you align your CV accordingly, and still you can challenge in the interview, because sometimes you don't know the organization's level. Some sort of organization need the portfolio management, which is maybe still growing companies, it's startup companies, or some companies already very enterprise portfolio where they need some not very senior portfolio manager. But you don't know the things will come to you, but you should be prepared. So if you are prepared with this knowledge, really, as I mentioned, that when you start already gain the knowledge, your RO is already you got that one.
Yeah, I 100%, in fact, 200% agree with Farhan. And to be very honest with you, this is something that this is a journey. You need to experience this like step by step. Like if you think that you start investing in that, like in terms of time or energy or money, and you will start seeing the results like all of a sudden, maybe overnight. No, this is not something like that. You need to like this is a step-by-step process. Maybe it's going to take an year, maybe it's going to take 6 months for you, maybe it's going to take 2 years for you. That depends. But you need to live it like step by step. So you need to wait for it, but the results would definitely be seen by you and by the others as well. But consistency, dedication, focus is something that is required throughout this journey, that I would say. So Farhan, in the interest of time, let's quickly start taking the questions. So first question that we have got from Dishan is, how do you see the PMI portfolio to align with the agility as more organizations going towards agility and transformation? Have PMI portfolio updated the course accordingly, or is it still more toward the traditional way? I think this is a very good question. So Farhan, would you like to share your thoughts in that? And I would add something.
No, Tova, this is very excellent questions, and I think the portfolio management currently again following the mindset which is not towards agile approach in that. But again, if you see as a portfolio things, the way they explain things, where you can, it's not like something like waterfall is there. There is no agile is mentioned even. It's very flat. Things are mentioned into the portfolio management currently, where you have to be judged that, because in a portfolio management, whatever the things are defining, like when you have your own objectives in the company and initiatives, and then further drilling down, so they are not talking about any waterfall and any agile practices there. There you have to think that how you have to deliver the values. Either you are think to be being agile in that one more and more, rather doing agile, and either you are focusing on to the waterfall again. So again, Zishan, I would say that when you have, let's say now we have done the PMP, and then now PMP also involved towards mostly the agile related approach. We know the approaches, how we have to deliver the values, how what actually you know that, and agile is mostly the talk about the mindset where we can deliver the values, and we should focus on to the delivering the benefits. So in current framework, they are not directly talking to those things.
Yeah.
They are talking to balancing the strategic objectives, how you can balance and stay aligned with the organization objectives. That is mostly they are focusing. In contrast, Zishan, even I would say, even I was thinking to in my next thing, which is I'm currently not yet start, but I was exploring. So I was seeing in same thing in a safe, where I was thinking, seeing that there's a lean portfolio management is there. I haven't checked, but I even as a practical, when your knowledge and your skills is growing, so you will start connecting the things. So I was feeling that even tomorrow, if we going to be implement the agile related things, might be the lean portfolio management is really the things which allow you to do the agility on the business level. And I didn't explore it, but that is my feeling at the moment. But PFMP is not discussing in this way. That directly they are not talking about agile related thing, as I mentioned that, but might be lean portfolio management, which is there in a safe. I don't know what is the level is there, what is the content is there. That is the one thing. And second thing is, if you see discipline agile, which is one of the things which is PMI also promoting, and I really like. I go in a detail of those things, and I feel that is a more practical. It's come when you come to the again. The thing is, there are something as a theory. When you learn, you cannot easily adopt those things. But I feel that discipline agile is the one where it is close to your practical things. It is close to the thing which is you want to do it in a right way. So, there is a thing is like you are do the things right or doing the things right. So
Yeah.
doing the things right, I would say it is there into the discipline agile, because I have gone through that one initial whatever the PMI free course is there. Even I recommend to the people who are already having the membership, just go for that course. Then you understand that how the agility things are working. And really this, I would say it's close to my heart.
Yeah.
It's touching my heart.
Yeah, so I would also want to say this, Zishan, that PMI in the PfMP or in the portfolio management, it's more, you would say it's more the conventional way of managing organizations at the portfolio level, and it doesn't really talk about the agility. However, if you want to take the agility at the organization or at the portfolio level, then there is another certification stack by PMI, which is disciplined agile. This is a complete stack, and I think you are already into it as well. You have mentioned that in the later conversation over the chat. But disciplined agile is something which talks about agility at the portfolio and the organizational end, and the another organization is SAFE, which is the at the competing end for the same. So if we want to talk about agility at that end, then PfMP is not something that you should be going for. DSM or DSSM something is something that you probably would go for. And at the PfMP level, from the curriculum perspective, we mostly talk about the strategic objectives, taking the organizations forward with the help of portfolios, setting up the objectives for the portfolios, benefits delivery, how we are going to plan for that at the detail level, setting up the governance boards for that, making sure that there is an oversight authorization process, there's a prioritization process, there is an there's an incorporation of risk acceptance, risk tolerance, etc. So all of that is covered there. So there are 5 domains which are covered in there at the portfolio level in the curriculum by PMI: the strategic management at the portfolio level, the governance management at the portfolio level, the communication management, the risk management, covering the risk at the portfolio level, and then there's the performance level, like the benefits delivery and the tangible and intangible value delivery expectations. So PMI says that the organization is agile, or the organization is predictive or hybrid, or whatever the tactical way of executing the projects and programs. That doesn't really matter at the portfolio level. And at the portfolio level, we should be focusing on the value delivery and the strategic element and the delivering the targets and delivering the value. Whatever way of working or whatever the doing part you want to follow, you can follow that. But at the broader level, you should be aligning your organizational goals with the portfolio goals. And this is what we talk about in the PfMP curriculum, if that makes sense. Okay, so moving forward, we have questions from Khazar as well. So Khazar talked about, Farhan, this is like the direct question to you. So what were the key factors that drove you to seek PfMP? That's the first question from him. And the other question is that in your career, specifically, what was the deciding moment when you felt that PfMP is a must thing for you, and why? I think you have broadly talked about that, but maybe just briefly, if you would like to cover that again.
Yes, Khizar, I think as Tooba mentioned that I have covered these things, but I have quickly again covered that because I'm already in this field, and that is my core area. And I have done the project management, and then the program management, and doing the portfolio related things currently. So so I was thinking that is the right things which is I have to do to scale my access my career in that, and then do something which is give me a more confidence and give me the whole framework which is I can easily adopt my in day-to-day work. So that's the reason, because, and as I mentioned that I have also mentioned that when you are already have the knowledge of the project management, and then you are managing the project, which is very small when you go to the program management, because program management is a more bigger perspective. So then you go to the portfolio management. So that is I would say the level which is encourage you to move forward. And as I mentioned, that the work demands with these things to you.
Yes. So Khidr, if you're still there, yeah. So basically, what drives you is actually about your passion as well, about your job requirement, about your own upskilling a requirement, like that willingness that coming from within, that you want to get improved day by day. You want to make yourself more competitive in the market. You want to be like more updated on the knowledge ground, and you want to be more helpful towards your organization as well. Otherwise, if we do not upskill ourselves like every now and then, we start getting stagnant, like as a professional as well as for the organization, for your team. And this is something definitely not we want as a professional, especially when we are crossing the ladder and we are becoming senior in our career level. This is very necessary that we keep on updating ourselves, we keep on moving forward, we keep like on attaining something to become market competitive. This is very, very much required, and certification is a definite help in this regard. As per my opinion, this is why I do certification, so that I am competitive in the market. I never get I never get that feeling that I have got like started attaining my saturation point, and now I'm not learning new, and I'm not getting enough opportunities or something like that. So this is why we do all of this. Okay, so do we have any other question from anyone? And if yes, then probably you can raise your hand, and you can ask that as well. And if no, then I think we are done for today. I'm so sorry, we are actually 5 minutes above time. So thank you very much for everyone for joining us in there. And after this session, if you think that PfMP is something that is meant for you, and you should be going for that, and if you're interested in exploring our program, please feel free to connect with me over my LinkedIn or over my number. I've shared the details over the message as well. I'm going to share that like one last time. So my next program is starting from 24 December, and I've shared the details on the chat. So if you're interested, please contact with me, and I will provide further details with you. And take care of yourself. And we will make sure that we will conduct these informative sessions every now and then, so that we help community, we pay back to the community, and we help others understanding the benefits of doing these courses and these trainings. All right. Thank you very much, Farhan, for joining us and taking out your precious time to share your journey and lessons learned with others. And thank you, everyone, again for joining us. Take care.
Thanks, Tooba. Thanks, everyone.
We will meet again, inshallah. So till then, Allah Hafiz. Bye.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye. Bye.